Okay, coming in at number 2, we have allowing inbound traffic into your network. Holy cow, that sounds scary. Well, it is kind of scary. Now, how does this even show up on your network? Well, there are services that you might have, legitimate services such as an online ordering system, or perhaps a file upload service, maybe for printing or something like that. Also, very common would be a remote access service, so that employees, for example, could log into your network, or perhaps third-party technical support or things like that. Right? So these are legitimate, but the problem is that they can open up gaps in your network that if you don't have it tightened down properly and segmented properly, the hackers can use that and they can get into the soft and chewy center of your network where you don't want them to be. So this is clearly a problem, and it doesn't mean that you cannot have these sorts of services. You certainly can. You just have to be very careful about how you arrange your network configuration and your security rules so that only the specified type of traffic can get in through that little hole that you created. You can come up with rules that are very, very specific about that sort of thing, and they'll keep you safe, even though you're going to allow that sort of traffic in. Also, you'll remember we talked about segmenting, and so what you will do is you'll segment and say, all right, this online ordering or whatever the traffic is only allowed to get into this part of the network. Over here, where all my credit cards are, that no touchy, right? So there are definitely means through which you can very safely do that. But you know what? Best of all is just don't have what you don't need, right? So, but how do you know if you've got these sorts of inbound traffic rules on your network? The best way to do it is to have your network scanned by a scanning vendor or a security provider, and they use the similar tools as the hackers, and they will let you know if there's any gaps there. Also, of course, you want to know what your firewall rules are. So if there's not somebody in your company who you can point at and say, this person knows my rules and they understand each one, then that's a problem, and you need to work that one out, get some help or whatever it is you might need. So there you go. That is number 2, allowing inbound traffic into your network.